Our dough has been resting for 15 minutes. We are going to go ahead and incorporate our salt at this time. So again, we have our trusty scale. I said trusty scale and that won't turn on. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and just sprinkle my salt across the top. Apparently my salt is a little hydrated. You always want to go slow when you're adding ingredients because it's really easy to overwhelm your scale if you add things too quickly, and suddenly you have way more than what you need. All right, I'm going to sprinkle some more water onto the top of this salty mixture here to just help me incorporate again in the same way that I did when I was combining the levain. Now, this step is definitely going to be a little more lengthy of a mixing process. So we're going to approach it the exact same way as we did before. I'm just kind of squeezing the dough to kind of get started on some of that incorporation. I am looking for actually a kind of similar texture to what we ended up with before, except the appearance of the outside of the dough is going to be a little smoother. It's not going to be quite as shaggy looking, but as far as like the stretchability, extensibility goes, we're kind of looking for the same thing there. Okay, so this step could take anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes. So just know that going into it, you'll end up with a really buff right arm after doing all this, or left arm, depending on what your dominant hand is. I am mixing this in the exact same way as I was doing before, just sort of pulling up and rotating. Occasionally I'll just give it a squeeze to make sure that we're incorporating here. Just like before, it's starting off pretty tight, and we're trying to kind of loosen it up a little bit to make sure everything gets incorporated. Okay, we're starting to get that kind of shaggy appearance again, so I know that I'm on the right track here. I'm gonna keep going at this for a few more minutes and we'll see where we're at. I'm sort of reaching under the dough and grabbing and just gently pulling up and around the top. I'm trying to kind of get the dough to turn over on itself each time I do one of these stretches. You might need to rest periodically. Okay, it's starting to sort of hold its shape a little bit more in the bowl. I'm thinking I'm getting to a good stopping place to get ready for the 6 sets of stretch and folds that we'll have. Those stretch and folds are gonna really help to build even more structure, more gluten for our bread so that it can make really nice open crumb and give us that really soft texture that we're going for with our sourdough. A couple more here. Okay, feeling pretty good. There's less stuff sticking to my hands, which is another good indicator that we're about ready here. So I'm gonna go ahead and cover this. I'm gonna let it sit for another 15 minutes, and then we're gonna start our stretch and folds.